For months, experts have been warning of potential war between China and the United States over Taiwan, and it seems we might be witnessing one soon. The new commander of the Hawaii-based Indo-Pacific Command, Admiral Samuel Paparo, issued a stern warning to China's military of a possible attack soon. In an interview with the New York Post, Paparo cautioned that any potential military assault by China on Taiwan would be met with a hellscape response from the U.S. and its allies. So, what is hellscape, and how is China responding to the warning from the U.S.? Admiral Paparo's remarks shed light on a scenario designed to dissuade China from invading Taiwan, a self-ruled island that Beijing claims as its territory. The proposed strategy involves the creation of a network of U.S. and allied drones to swarm the Taiwan Strait, preventing a rapid takeover of the island. The admiral told the New York Post that China plans to offer the world a short, sharp war so that it can accomplish its mission of taking over Taiwan before the world can get its act together. According to Paparo, his job is to ensure that between now and 2027 and beyond, the U.S. military and the allies are capable of prevailing against China. President Xi Jinping has set out an ambitious goal for China's People's Liberation Army to be ready to take Taiwan by force by 2027. This timeline has raised alarms in the United States and among its regional partners as they scramble to ensure that a Chinese invasion cannot succeed within such a narrow window. According to Admiral Paparo, Beijing's likely strategy is to overwhelm Taiwan with a massive attack with little warning, seeking to achieve a swift victory before the international community can mount a coordinated response. Xi seems determined to avoid repeating the mistakes of Russian President Vladimir Putin in Ukraine, where Russia's initial full-scale invasion failed, leading to a prolonged war of attrition. The Chinese Communist Party-affiliated Global Times publication echoed Admiral Paparo's assessment, stating that recent Chinese war games around Taiwan were meant as punishment for the election of the new Taiwan government of President Lai Ching-te, whom Beijing accuses of favoring independence for the island democracy. The outlet claimed that the exercises demonstrated China's ability to strike across all directions of the island without any blind spots, potentially frustrating any attempt to deploy a hellscape strategy. According to the Global Times, Washington is obsessed with the year 2027 when it believes the Chinese mainland will invade Taiwan. They added that if the Taiwan Independence Forces sabotage peace in the Straits, then the U.S. must know that it needs to accept China's way of handling it. Actually, that is its only option. With the 2027 deadline looming, the United States and its partners face immense pressure to develop and deploy effective deterrents to counter China's potential aggression against Taiwan. The hellscape strategy, centered around swarming the Taiwan Strait with unmanned systems, represents a crucial component of this effort. But time is running out to transform these plans into a tangible reality. The cornerstone of the U.S. strategy to deter a Chinese invasion of Taiwan is the Hellscape Plan, which revolves around deploying thousands of unmanned systems to flood the Taiwan Strait and buy time for a broader response from U.S. and allied forces. As Admiral Paparo explained to the New York Post, he plans to turn the Taiwan Strait into an unmanned hellscape using several classified capabilities so that he can make the lives of China's attack force utterly miserable for a month, which buys the U.S. military the time for the rest of everything. While he refrained from divulging specifics, Paparo assured that the strategy is real and it's deliverable. The concept behind Hellscape appears to be part of the Pentagon's Replicator program, a $1 billion effort to build swarms of unmanned surface ships and aerial drones explicitly for the mission of deterring a Chinese attack on Taiwan. In March, the Defense Department announced its intention to invest in this program, signaling the U.S. military's commitment to leveraging unmanned systems as a crucial component of its Taiwan contingency plans. Admiral Admiral Paparo highlighted that the Replicator program reflects the lessons the United States is learning from the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war, where Ukraine has demonstrated innovative uses of drone technology on the battlefield. The ability to rapidly deploy swarms of unmanned vehicles could provide a decisive advantage in slowing down and disrupting a Chinese invasion force, buying valuable time for reinforcements to arrive. However, the timeline for the delivery of these unmanned systems remains unclear. If the drone swarms are not fully operational when a potential Chinese attack unfolds, the prospects of a protracted conflict with heavy losses for U.S. naval and air assets could become a reality, potentially expanding the conflict to involve regional allies like Japan, South Korea, and the Philippines. While the Hellscape strategy and the Replicator program represents ambitious efforts to deter Chinese aggression against Taiwan, several significant concerns and challenges persist. One of the critical hurdles is securing adequate financing for the defense plan. According to a letter sent to Congress in March by Admiral Paparo's predecessor, Indo-Pacific Command's budget falls short by $11 billion of what is needed for the current fiscal year alone. Even if the Hellscape plan comes together on time, drone swarms alone may not be sufficient to counter Beijing's massive military buildup on its side of the Taiwan Strait. The PLA is rapidly expanding its nuclear, naval, air force, cyber, intelligent, and electronic warfare capabilities at an unprecedented pace. Moreover, the U.S. military currently lacks a reliable way to stop China's hypersonic carrier killer cruise missiles, posing a significant threat to American naval assets. Furthermore, U.S. space assets, which play a crucial role in military operations, are vulnerable to potential Chinese attacks, further complicating the strategic landscape. Compounding these challenges, U.S. military deliveries to Taiwan are reportedly behind schedule, potentially hampering the island's ability to defend itself in the event of a Chinese invasion. Japanese officials have expressed concerns that the Biden administration is dragging its feet on Tokyo's request to establish a new joint task force dedicated to preparing for a potential conflict over Taiwan or in the South China Sea, where China is also asserting its dominance. Additionally, a full-scale invasion is not China's only option. Beijing might opt for a blockade of Taiwan or employ economic coercion, political interference, and disinformation campaigns to pressure the Taiwanese people into reunification. Countering these non-military threats falls outside of the Indo-Pacific Command's purview, further complicating the overall strategy. While Admiral Paparo's role is primarily military, he holds strong opinions on China's revanchist, revisionist, and expansionist government. He believes that 4 decades of the West trying to convince China to liberalize politically has failed, ushering in a new and more dangerous era for Asia. The region has got 2 choices, Paparo told the New York Post. The first is that they can submit and as a result give up some of their freedoms, or they can arm to the teeth. Both cases have direct implications for the security, freedom, and well-being of the citizens of the United States of America. Paparo's assessment highlights the stark reality facing the U.S. and its allies: either acquiesce to China's demands or engage in an arms race to counterbalance Beijing's growing military might. While an arms race is far from an ideal outcome, the Admiral suggests that if Beijing insists on this path, the U.S. and its partners cannot afford to lose. The situation surrounding Taiwan is rapidly escalating, with the 2027 deadline set by President Xi Jinping looming large. As Admiral Paparo bluntly stated, if the Taiwan independence forces sabotage peace in the Straits, then the U.S. must know that it needs to accept China's way of handling it. Actually, that is the only option. In the face of such stark warnings, the United States and its allies are racing against time to develop and deploy effective deterrents such as the Hellscape strategy and the Replicator program. However, formidable challenges persist, from securing adequate funding to countering China's relentless military buildup and non-military pressure tactics. As George Washington famously said, to be prepared for war is one of the most effectual means of preserving peace. In the absence of a more decisive action by the United States, Xi may soon conclude that Taiwan is his for the taking, risking a catastrophic conflict in the region. The coming years will be crucial in shaping the balance of power and determining whether diplomacy or force will prevail in resolving the Taiwan issue. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos. See you in the next one.